And I plopped down in the hallway. There's these wooden benches. And John Nord came and sat next to me. We're talking about old times and all this stuff like that. And just to my left was a door, and that was Vince McMahon's office across the hallway. The door's open. I see in there, and all of a sudden, I see Kevin Kelly, which we knew from AWA pretty good, and he was doing the Nailz gimmick, storm by us, and I go, "Hey, Kevin." He didn't say nothing. He had a look in his face, and he goes right into Vince McMahon's office. So he sort of like closed the door behind him, but it was open about a foot or so I could see both of them in there. And an argument cures about money. And basically the argument came to an end, and the end of it was Kevin, are you going to pay me or not? Now, Vince McMahon tried to calm the situation down by sitting down and taking it down a level. So he sat down. Kevin stayed standing up and sort of over the table, yelling in his face. And I'm looking at what the hell's happening here? Me and John Nord are sitting there. I just ended up that we're sitting in front of it. And the last thing Kevin said, are you going to pay me or not? And Vince McMahon went, no. And Kevin reached over the table, grabbed him with two things around his neck. He picked him off the ground and picked him up and smashed him down on the ground. And he got on top of him and started, and I'm like, my jaw dropped. I can't believe this is happening. He started punching him. And then I look down the hall and I see Pat, Sergeant Slaughter, and the agents. They're afraid to come down. They're peeping out. And I go, Sarge, he's killing them in there. And then all of a sudden, then they start running down. But they got there when I think Kevin was on his way out the room. And I see Kevin Kelly walk by me. He takes off that way. I go, what the hell just happened here? I think Kevin was wrestling somebody. I forgot who. Could have been Kevin because of the prison thing against Boss Man. I think he found out Boss Man got paid this. Kevin got paid this. He was upset about it. And I think somebody or people could have maybe, stirred that pot a little bit and put fire under his ass, because I seen Kevin Kelly in action before. Okay. There's a story I could tell you. It's sort of funny. So we're just, like I said, breaking into business, AWA. So we go to a house show. We drive down. Kurt drives with Kevin Kelly. Kevin has this big Dodge Ram with a big ram on the hood, like a hood ornament on the top of the hood. So during the match or thing, all of a sudden you hear not Iron Sheik,
Adnan.
Yeah, Adnan Al-Casey. All of a sudden, Sheik Adnan Al-Casey's boot is in the shower getting filled with water. He's screaming around, who did this and stuff to my boot and all that kind of stuff, yelling. And I'm like, he comes out. I don't know who. Wouldn't touch your boot. I don't know who did it. No, who did this to his boot? So we drive home here to find out. So me, Greg, we were young, so we had to be there first for interviews. We're sitting in interviews at AWA office. And she comes in, everybody, what are you doing? And he said everything was okay and all this kind of stuff. And all of a sudden, he's sitting there next to me, and you hear boom, boom. Kevin Kelly busts through the door. He has two bags. He drops the bags and storms right at the Sheik and starts pounding his face in. Kevin, no, the Sheik, no, please. And he stands up, he pounds him and knocks him straight through the wall, through the other side of the drive, through the wall. And he lands at the TV and Kevin beats the shit out of him. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Me and Knobs are like, what's happening here? Please, Kevin, he's screaming, you son of a bitch, you ever touch my fucking truck, I'll kill. And Kevin, and he grabs his bags, and Greg Gagne runs out and goes, oh my God, what happened? Or Greg Gagne goes, are the cameras okay? And me and Knobs go, Greg didn't care the Sheik got beat up. He cared if the expensive cameras got broke. I go, what the fuck just happened? He goes, I don't know. The Sheik is he's all beat up. Here to find out, Kurt Henning's driving home with Kevin Kelly, and Kurt goes, oh my God, Kevin, your hood ornament on your truck's missing. He goes, God fucking damn it. And all the way home, Kurt's like, well, I hope the Sheik didn't think that you put his boot in the shower and then pull your hood ornament off, Kurt Hennig. And then by the time the next day, Kevin's so fired up, thinks that now that Sheik thinks that Kevin put his boot in, and Sheik went out and tore the hood ornament off his truck, and he's infuriated. So I saw this before, young in the business. So Kevin, was a madman. He just beat the shit out of him. So I think a little bit of that happened. Somebody put a match under Kevin's ass. Mm-hmm. So that's the way that went down. It was about money, but I know there's somebody put a match under Kevin Kelly's ass, and I just ended up sitting in that place at that time. I don't know how, and I ended up witnessing that. So I went and told Knobs about it. He goes, he was downstairs with the Steiners or something like that, talking to him. And I go, you don't believe what just happened? He goes, what? I go, yeah, there's a bit. So I don't know. Like, welcome to the wrestling business. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? I don't.
I know there was the phone call afterwards. He makes an accusation to basically deflect police attention, saying that Vince made a pass at him. I think that was the addendum to that.
Yes, he did do that. I know Kevin marched, and then he was down the hall on a payphone, and that's all I know. Now, I don't think no police came or anything ever happened. Like, I don't know. I don't know.